You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can never lie to yourself. Your personal brand begins with you. Your intention about what you want to achieve as a person is with you. No one else has any control over what you become. You decide what you become. People will always read your intention. So it's so important to get your intention right, because that intention that they actually read becomes their perception. When your intention is correct, so in other words, you went out to get the right job, the job that suits you, the job that you want, not just any job. When you go out to actually connect with a person and have a meaningful relationship or communication with that person, they feel that. When we serve our customers, they feel, are we interested in them, or are we just interested in their money? Now, this all relates back to your personal brand. Get your intention right, and all your communication will be clear. There won't be any misconceptions about who you are, but most importantly, you will know who you are. So decide what you want, decide what you want to do, decide who you want to become, and that's who you align your attention to. Your intention, then, you don't have to think about it. It's very clear and simple that you just communicate. That communicate becomes very authentic, and people understand you even better than they would have before, because it's simple, it's from the heart, and that's the key. Simplify things. Don't make them complicated. Don't pretend to be something that you're not, because your intention will show you up long before they even figure out what you're trying to do. I like the word authentic, and before you wonder what the word authentic means, let's look at the definition of authentic. It's not false or copied, genuine, real, and authentic person. The dictionary used antique instead of person, but I changed that, as I'm sure you would not like to be referred to as an antique. Although antiques do have value, I like the association with the value, but let's leave it there. Therefore, authentic is genuine and real. That authentic you is the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So if you've got good influence, good friends, that's who you become. You'll never be better than the cumulative of those 5 friends. So if you want to be better, you need to get yourself some better friends, better influence in your life. That's what makes you authentic, because that's how your message comes across clearly to people. That's what determines your success. When we're looking at our careers and that sort of thing, how do we make ourselves more successful? How do we actually accelerate our growing and our learning? And that's by the people who influence us the most. So if you were going to class and to lectures and those sort of things, those are the things that influence you. But we're a social animal. So we have these friends. What are these friends doing for us? How are they influencing our lives? And the more better those friends and the connections you have in your life, the more successful you will become. Remember that this is a social world, and we do have all these online platforms. Those online platforms have one rule, and that's you never have a second chance to make a first impression. So whatever they pick up on, if they're picking up on a message that you've just put out there, if a post that you've shared, a tweet that you've shared, if that's what you're putting out, the person will automatically see your tweet or your post. They will then look at you and then decide who you are before even wondering what else they need to know about you. In fact, let's look at it practically. A post comes up. Probably the first thing that you'll notice is the person's avatar. That avatar, your photo, needs to be clear and needs to show who you are. They read your post. If they like what you've said, they might look at your bio and they might look at some more photos. They're going to then take the opportunity to find out who you are. If your post was of no value, they're going to look at the next person who has got some value to offer. So that's your value of your first impression. Always make sure that what you're giving is your best. And that doesn't mean it always has to be professional, because people want to connect with you as a person. They don't want to connect with a professional person. So if anyone's pushing you into some sort of a box where you're presuming that you need to be professional, you're missing it somewhere, because you have to show your holistic self, the real you, the authentic you. That's the person that people want to connect with. People buy from people. So if we're looking for any sort of position or anyone in a company, who are we looking for? Are you specific about what your needs are as a person? What sort of employment, job, etc. are you looking for? What sort of customer are you looking for? All that comes back to your intention. What did you want for yourself? And what you want for yourself then gets communicated out, and it's almost like a subconscious communication. It just flows. So think about the way you communicate, what your intention is, and it'll become more clearer for other people. You'll never get a second chance to make a first impression. So make sure that first impression is one that people will remember. Make sure that it's as real and as authentic and truthful as you can possibly be. So don't lie to yourself. Make sure that the message that you're sending out will be the same message if someone wakes you up in the middle of the night and asks you a question. Thank you.